So, oh, no, now I'm in there a little bit.
There you go. Well, let's put you in more, man. What the fuck?
All right.
Am I in it?
And we are live right now. And bring the camera more towards Russ. There we go. We're live.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Booyah. Hey, it's Russ and Bo 2.0 live at Love My Phone in Old Town, Florida. I'm Russ Rollins, host of the program. 265 pounds of screaming, stealing, sex appeal. The big man, Bo Rhodes.
What's up? Damn it, man, did I have a good time and nice and easy last night.
I love the fact that even though if we're out in public, you don't mind screaming to the top of your damn lungs.
Don't give a damn.
Don't give a half a damn, do you?
Can't ever give a damn.
Our producer is Ryan Holmes, the King of Denmark. Hello, Ryan Holmes. How you doing?
Hello. How's it going?
You got it all set?
We are all set. We're good to go.
Your beard looks good since you cleaned it up.
Got all the yogurt out.
Ryan's doing trivia tonight, and I'm going.
Yeah.
Tonight,
and we can say where he's doing it here, and that is he's going to be at Bubbaloo's, one of our favorite places in the world. It's in Apopka.
Yeah.
And it's trivia night. We're going to go, and we're going to go celebrate our buddy Scotty York's birthday.
Yeah. Scotty York.
He got fucked this year. He got messed over this year.
The
my bad.
one word we can't
The one word we can't say.
Bastard.
He got screwed this year for his birthday because
poor some bitch. He got no good friends.
No, okay.
Me and you. Neither one of us took it. The poor
He stayed
guy
home.
stayed home
Son
on his
of a
birthday.
gun. We ain't worth a damn.
Now,
last year, didn't we take you out for your birthday or something? Didn't we?
Yeah, we went to Peaks last year.
We went to Twin Peaks last year.
Yeah.
Well, see now, and I even had an okay from the wife to take him to Rachel's. And I don't know how that fell apart. I don't know what the hell.
He came and joined me at my birthday at Rachel's this year, thanks to my amigo.
Wait a minute. I didn't know you had a birthday at Rachel's.
Well, it was kind of
Y'all left me out of
It
that.
was last minute.
Oh, okay.
Bro, you ain't going to Rachel's. That was after you said, "Oh no, I can't go. I'm all about my wife," and she said no.
No, I didn't know that.
Now, you might have changed her
No.
mind.
Well, I said we couldn't go do a podcast there, but then that's changed too.
Perfect.
Isn't that
So
good?
we'll get on that.
By the way, we're at Love My Phone out in it's on 192.
And you
it's
can hear
at
the
Old
wind.
Town, and it is awesome. And here's the thing: I got my new case. It's the Russ and Bo 2.0 case. That if you come here now, what's the deal with that? If you come here,
they have two. He ordered a bunch of these, which I think are cool, but one doesn't fit my phone. That's Scott's phone.
Right.
And then they bought this engraving machine that he can engrave whatever on pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So if you come out to Love My Phone and tell me that Russ and Bo sent you, and they heard it on the podcast, he'll engrave your phone, your cell phone for free.
Yeah,
and your cell phone case, your iPad, anything you want engraved with that logo, he'll do that one for free. If you don't if your case is bad, you need a new case, he'll give you a discount on your case and engrave it for free.
Now, here's the thing. If you're just listening to the podcast, you can't see what we're talking about. Now, if you go to our YouTube channel, it's Real Radio Monsters on YouTube, and you'll see the Russ and Bo thing. You'll be able to see what the case looks like. Really, really cool looking. And here's something else. Okay, so this week they just announced that there's going to be a brand new iPhone. Right. So if you have an iPhone and you're trading in your current iPhone
y'all listen to this because this is important stuff.
To get a new one, right? Yeah. Well, if you have cracked the back glass on your iPhone,
like people
they want to charge you $500 to fix it. Well, here at Love My Phone, they'll do it for $90.
Well, it's not
so
only,
you can get into a new phone a lot cheaper if you come out to Love My Phone. Great people out here. They got the cases. They can fix your cracked phone if you have a crack, either the front. The front glass or the back glass, they can fix it $90.
And a lot of people are getting, like, a place like Love My Phone is where you want to come because now Apple allows third-party repair shops.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't void your warranty anymore.
Yeah, it used to void your warranty, but these guys do an excellent job. And if your phone cracks, it's for me, if your phone is cracked, you got to get it fixed right away, or you ain't got no class.
Yeah,
for me,
well, you bought a whole new phone last time. Your phone.
That's right. Because I'm a classy some bitch.
Yeah, me on the other hand, I ain't never had a screen more than a month. It wasn't broke.
Let me tell you what, there ain't one stripper that has a phone that doesn't have cracks. Every stripper has cracks all over their phone.
So now you're on the stripper thing, right?
No, I'm just saying.
Now you're on the. Now we got to go to Rachel's.
Yeah, we got to.
Oh, okay.
Got to do what we got to do.
Is a cracked screen just a sign that you don't have your life together? Is
yes.
That what it is?
A cracked screen means you ain't got your life together. You don't give a damn about much. It means you're kind of the guy that probably let your beard all scraggly.
Right.
I got an unscratched phone. My screen's good.
Is it?
Yeah, I got a keep it clean.
Hey, it was your birthday last week, wasn't it?
It was my birthday.
We gotta take
I
him
didn't
out
go to
too.
Twin Peaks or a strip club or anything. I had stupid Dorian.
That's true. We got to take him out. We got to take him and Scotty out to party.
Well,
on Saturday you're supposed to come with us to. We're going to be at Aquatica out at what is it? A SeaWorld area.
SeaWorld, yeah.
And you were going to come. I've been telling people all week. Russ and Bo going to be bellying up at the bar, and then you get here and you're like, I gotta work.
I do have to work, man. This ain't paying the bills, bro. It does for you on the other end, but it ain't paying the bills here.
You got to work from 7 till midnight?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just
I'm a car dealer. That's what I do.
You could. It's networking. You could sell somebody a car while you're at Aquatica.
I know, but I gotta have coverage, and I don't have coverage.
Coverage.
So I got to be there.
What's coverage?
Well, plus, I get done at 8.
Yeah.
Let's just say if that's early out, I'm 8:30 maybe. By the time I got out there, Russ would already be drunk at the bar, and that's never fun.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm going to get there at 7. I'm going to find the bar. It will be me and my wife and Scotty York. And then by 8:15, 8:30, I'll be ready to go home.
Yeah, and ladies, if you're not doing anything Saturday night, Scott York has an extra ticket.
Yeah, but you got to be between. Let's see here.
Yeah, he's got a parameter.
Yeah.
What are the guidelines, Scotty?
23 to 38.
See, mine used to be between 8 and 80 and not over 8 days dead. But Scotty, he's a little more stringent. He's a little pickier.
Yeah, you were never very picky.
No.
You always liked your women with
breathing.
Yeah.
And driving him.
And you love their legs with feet on one end and on the other.
On the other, exactly. That's all I needed. That's all I need to have a good time.
Speaking of
which,
anyway,
how did you not take Scotty out for his birthday?
Well,
that boy ain't got no friends.
Hey, listen.
His friends suck. Scotty, your friends suck. I don't get new friends if I were you.
I don't get to go out on weeknights. Other than tonight, we can go and we'll celebrate tonight at trivia.
Yeah, and I told him today, the day's our day. We're gonna spend the rest of the day together, hanging out, and
that means you're paying for everything.
Exactly, everything's on me.
Yeah, with that card that is declined every time.
One time, bitch. And I had another one.
Did your wife fill it back up for you so you can use it? Okay, good.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm kind of a pay as I go guy.
Hey, I got an idea for you. Okay, I know you're always looking for new romantic things to do, right?
Yeah.
With your wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what you do. This works perfect. I'm telling you, you got to talk her into this. Okay, what are you looking at?
There's something ringing and dinging and.
Oh,
okay.
My alarm's going off.
Oh.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for ruining up the whole deal, bud.
Sorry about that.
Here's what you want to do. Tell your wife, okay? Have her come in. You got a pool area, right?
Yeah.
Have her come in the backyard. Have her take her top off, right? Sitting there topless, right?
Right.
All right. And then you tell her that you're going to cut her hair. You're gonna give her a pristine, awesome haircut.
Yeah.
Topless.
Right.
That's pretty sexy.
No.
I did it.
No.
I did it.
You cut Mer's hair?
Yeah, she's like,
She must have been drunk.
No, she was drunk.
Yeah.
But she's frugal. She's the cheapest woman you have ever met, right? She's so cheap, and she doesn't want to go to. She doesn't like sitting at not barbershop, but a beauty shop, salon.
Yeah.
And she thinks they charge way too much.
Right.
And she's like, look, my hair will grow back. She's like, yeah, cut my hair. And I'm like, all right, here, get you a bottle of wine. She had a wine glass. Take your top off. And
what kind of scissors did you use?
I've got
like pruning scissors.
I've got real scissors.
The ones you cut the vegetables with.
No. I got the real one that
vegetable scissors. Yeah.
That
little stubby ones.
Yeah.
I bought expensive ones that like a real barber would use, right?
Okay.
And I did a damn good job. And now every time she goes, you did such a good job in my hair. It's gotten me ass all week long.
I can't wait to see her hair.
Hey, honestly, it looks good. I can show it to you.
Now I'll tell you, my wife on the other end.
What are the chances you would be able to get Tracy to let you cut her hair?
In hell.
No.
Let me put it this way.
Why?
Our stylist is our friend. We spend holidays eating dinner with them, and he was in our wedding.
Oh, okay.
She goes religiously every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Steven, the gay guy.
He
is friggin' awesome. He cuts my hair every once in a while.
Yeah.
I love Steven. She loves Steven.
Yeah.
I'm not taking Steven's gig from him.
Oh, okay. Well,
he buys her birthday presents.
I'm just trying to help you out, man. Whatever.
Christmas
if you don't want to do anything romantic, that's up to you.
He's going on vacation with us.
Oh, God.
No,
why is he going on vacation with you?
I love Steven and Larry. They're a couple, and they're awesome. And Larry cooks a mean bottle of greens, boy. That man can cook.
So you take a gay couple on with you to the mountains?
No, they haven't gone to the mountains with us. I think they're going to the Jamaica with us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's going to be a big time. Yeah, I just found out that Jamaica is getting more and more people. We went to dinner with some of Tracy's friends, and it's our 13th anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah, 12 or 13.
That's the
13.
lucky one.
Yeah, so we're going to spend that in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a question. Now you made me forget
About what?
it
Cutting
was.
hair? About cutting hair topless?
No, one about cutting hair topless. Who was topless? She was? Or you
Yeah,
were?
she was.
You weren't?
No.
Why not?
Because, you know,
I couldn't get that hair on me.
I ain't getting all messed up with that hair. No, but she was drinking a little bit. I'll tell you what happened.
No.
So I you know, I've watched what barbers do, and you're supposed to measure everything out, and you cut, and you clip off the ends, you make it all.
Do you know what you were measuring?
I did.
Okay.
I knew what I was doing. I went around but
You watched the YouTube video, didn't you?
The problem is that I got a little too excited, right? And she feels her hair. She goes, "This is the shortest it's ever been," and I'm like, ugh. And it was wet. Now when it dries,
It's
even
shorter.
shorter. Yeah.
So she's got a bob?
Oh man,
You gave her a bob?
Well, let's just say a little bit like Florence Henderson back in the Brady Bunch days. But she, you know, she had the right attitude. She's like, well, you know, it'll grow back.
Oh my God, you gave her a bob.
That's a damn good woman, though, that will let me cut her hair.
Yeah.
You'll see it tonight if you come to Bubbaloo's.
Yeah, I'm coming to trivia. That'll be fun.
Trivia will be fun, yeah.
I cannot wait to see this because you haven't shown me any pictures. You haven't.
Oh yeah,
like
I'm telling you, I did a damn good job.
Well, how come you didn't show us any photos of it? Normally, when you do something, you show a lot of photos.
I did show you a photo. Remember the photo of me and Mary Ellen and our little grandbaby?
Yeah, but she was leaning forward. You couldn't really tell what was going on with that.
Little grandbaby came over. Now I'm a pawpaw.
I know.
Yeah, which is
Pawpaw. We went with Pawpaw.
Yeah, I'm going with Pawpaw.
Oh, what did she go with?
She's going with some. Mau Mau or Me Mau or Mau Me or Mau. I don't know. It's one of those ones I can't remember. I just keep saying Mau Mau. She don't like that one. Me
Sounds like a cat.
Hey, I get to go.
Meow meow.
I found out yesterday. I get to go to probably my first. No, I think you and I went to my first Washington Redskins game. You and I went years ago to Tampa. Yeah. That was my first Skins game.
And we got drunk, and they had to come and tell us, hey, guys, we're drinking in the bar, right?
Yeah,
and they get us, you too. The game's been over for 2 hours. And we were drunk in the bar with a bunch of ladies.
Yeah, we had a little party going on with the servers. And
damn, we had game that night.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the day I ran over Theismann. Remember?
That's right.
I bumped right into this guy because we're cruising through the concourse, and I bump into this guy, and I'm like, oh, damn, excuse me. And Russ goes, you know who that was?
Joe Theismann.
That was Joe Theismann. Yeah.
Some was limping. I knew it was him.
Oh, damn. Anyway, I get to go to my next game. I'm going to Miami. My boss is taking me down. Mr. Ray's taking us down to the Miami game.
Yeah.
And because a family friend of theirs is the starting linebacker for the Redskins.
Do you believe this? Do you believe they're saying that the Miami Dolphins are on purpose losing all their games this year so they can get a number 1 draft pick next year? You believe that?
No, I don't believe that. That's the stupidest thing ever.
That's what I said, but boy, there are a lot of people that believe it. And boy, it sure looked like it last week. You see that? 56 to 14 or something.
You don't do fantasy, do you?
No.
Because I got the Miami Dolphins running back. I got Drake.
Oh, do you?
So just thought of that.
I would say they're tanking still, but the worst game of last week was the Steelers game because the Steelers were trying.
Steelers against
the Patriots. And they only got 3.
Yeah.
At least Miami scored 10. At least they're trying.
Big Ben's getting up there, man.
It wasn't Big Ben's fault, I don't think. It's the Patriots, man. Let's be honest. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Is that guy ever going to age? Their quarterback is
ages backwards at this point.
Yeah, and is he ever going to quit? He's going to be 60 throwing the football.
He's the Benjamin Buttons of football.
He's crazy good too.
Somebody's just getting younger. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and his wife's still hot.
Yep, she's still hot.
His wife is hot and makes way more money than he does.
That's almost hard to believe.
Can you imagine?
It's hard to believe.
How could one man have all that? He's got a hot-ass wife who makes more money than him.
He did more. He did something right.
But you know what? Here's what I'm convinced of. He's not enjoying his goddamn life.
What do you mean? How do you not enjoy that?
He don't eat barbecue.
What do you mean? How do you know he don't eat barbecue?
He doesn't, does he? No, he's one of these super healthy dudes. He only eats vegetables and all that build crap.
Oh, yeah, he ain't enjoying his life.
He ain't enjoying his life.
All the money in the world don't make you that happy.
You guys think that because you don't eat that stuff, you're not enjoying it. People enjoy it when they eat it. Like, salad's good.
Is he even
Who is
talking
this
right
guy?
now? I don't know.
Where'd you find this kid?
Yeah, I don't.
Salad's good.
Hush.
Salad.
Steak is good.
I don't even eat lettuce on my hamburger.
Pork loin, good.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, salad is a
Exactly.
speed bump on the way to good food.
Exactly. Salad's last. That's what you eat when you're going to get full.
Or if you have nothing else.
Have you ever had sauteed kale? It's delicious.
Seriously, where'd you get it? Sauteed kale.
Yeah, it's delicious.
That's seaweed. You realize that, right? You can go out to New Smyrna and grab you a clump of that crap that's floating on the top and saute it, and he'll eat it.
Bo, I'm seriously concerned about the future of this country.
Oh, you and me both, bro.
With millennials. I mean, I hate to, because when we were his age, man, we were working and
we were drinking, we were partying, we were chasing chicks.
Did we whine?
And then we come to work the whole next day.
Ever whine and complain?
No, hell no.
No.
The harder we work, the more we can drink.
Did we ever have sauteed kale?
No. Who has sauteed? I don't even kale.
Fruitcake millennials do.
Yeah, that's some chicken crap.
Yeah,
that's for
I know.
sure.
Did you ever know anyone who had a beard like that?
No.
Other than
my uncle.
Dan what was his name? Fogarty or
Fogarty.
No, not Dan Fogarty. What's the Dan
Haggerty.
Gentle
Ben.
Dan Fogarty's a different guy.
Yeah.
Dan Haggerty. Yeah, Gentle Ben. He had a big old scruffy beard like that.
Fogarty you saw on a porn show.
That must have been,
exactly.
Different cat.
Now let me ask you.
Yeah.
Scotty was telling me about the bear attack in the Springs this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But here's the thing: what you don't know is Mary Ellen is all into this. My wife, and I'll tell you why. Because she's still on the Facebook page of all the people in the Springs. We don't live there anymore.
Right.
But all the drama, because the people, first off, swingers.
Right.
Second off, they like to complain about speed bumps and security guards, and they bitch about it. And so now with this bear thing, a bear allegedly bit this woman on the ankle.
You have been doing this for so long. I love how you just said allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
The damn woman got bit.
We don't know.
Alleged about it.
She could have gotten just scratched.
Okay.
She cut herself on the.
Is there proof that she got bit?
Yeah, I think the bear's getting a bad rap.
Yeah, how do we know she got bit?
Because I'm going to tell you.
Scotty, how do we know that she was actually bit? It's just her story.
Scotty, grab the mic. You got to be on the mic.
Well, people in the neighborhood have seen, just the bite or the scratch? I heard it was
on? Turn the mic.
It's all right.
Turn Scotty on. Okay, here's what I understand.
Yeah.
She was out. The dumb hooker let her dog outside on.
We don't know she's a hooker.
Okay.
Allegedly, she's a hooker.
They're all hookers to me.
Swinger, but not a hooker.
The hooker lets her dog out. She's got a little bitty baby dog. That's the first problem.
Well, it's midnight.
Ankle biter.
It's midnight. She opens up the doors so the dog can go out.
Don't let your damn dog out without a leash. There's bears out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If it's your backyard,
It's in her backyard.
Okay, is it fenced?
Yeah.
So the bear came over the fence.
Correcto.
Is that right?
That happens all the time.
Happens
Either
all the
over
time.
or through the fence.
Yeah,
Okay.
bears don't give a damn. They will go
Right,
over a fence.
which just brings me to my point. The bear had 2 cubs. This little ankle biter decided it was going to piss off the bear's cubs or screw the bear's cubs.
Ankle biter being a little dog.
And Mama Bear
bear bit an
says,
ankle too.
That's true. Mama Bear says, "Hey, get away from my cubs," because that's what Mama Bears do.
Yeah,
we all know that.
They're just doing bear business.
Just doing what bears do. So this woman comes out, says, "Oh my God, it's a bear!" Turns around and runs off.
Yeah.
So
Falls.
midnight
She fell down,
in
hit
the
her head.
Springs,
She fell down, hit her head.
probably drunk.
No.
Allegedly,
She's an
maybe.
older lady. No.
Older ladies don't drink.
No,
Yeah.
it was midnight.
In the spring.
She was just nervous.
Okay, so she runs from the bear. She falls down.
Yeah.
Gets up, falls down again. You're telling me she's not drunk? Okay, I'll go with that.
She's scared.
She falls down twice.
And she's in her 80s.
in her own
Or-
backyard.
I don't know how old she is.
60s, 70s.
The mama bear went up to the woman and said, "Look, get away from my cubs, because I'll promise you, if that bear wanted to maul that woman, that woman wouldn't have been here to tell us the story."
Correct.
So the mama bear just gave her a friendly nudge, said, "Get away from my kids."
So do you think the bear should be euthanized?
Absolutely not.
No.
Scotty then told me what they did, which I think is cool. Can I say it? Can I
Oh,
say
yeah,
what they did? The neighbors all gathered around on the last night of the bear trap.
Yeah, I know.
And scared the bear, made sure the bear didn't get in the trap.
Well, no. What they did was they got a skeleton, like a Halloween skeleton, and they hung it next to the.
Played loud music and did dances
So
around
what
the
I found out later
cage.
was the skeleton was actually motion activated. So if anything walked by it, it would start moving.
Oh, I love
and
that.
scare the bear.
Oh,
Now
God, yeah.
FWC not happy about that problem
Probably not.
because
Yeah.
you're messing with a federal. I mean that's a federal.
It's a federal criminal trap.
You probably didn't touch the trap. You just got to put a.
It was next to it.
Yeah, it was next to it.
I didn't touch the trap. Yeah, interfering with catching a bear can't be a problem.
I think it might be.
Well, I don't care. I think they did the right thing because that bear did not deserve. Because I promise you, once again, that bear would have dragged that woman across the yard, took her whole leg with her if it wanted to.
Yeah,
because them some bitches are big, they're strong, and they don't give a damn.
The bear trap, is it still at the Springs, or do they move it?
They're supposed to be removing it today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, they better not catch that bear.
But, you know, there was somebody on the Facebook page, some dude, and he was like, I'm going to go rig the trap so it won't go. And right away,
now that's a problem.
Someone from FWC got on and said, hey, that's a federal crime if you mess with one of those bear traps. But I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would imagine it's federal property. It's trespassing, it's interfering, it's all kinds of different
You know
things.
what you catch a bear with?
No.
Donuts.
No.
They put donuts
in donuts in there. But what kind of bear wants old stale donuts?
Oh, hell.
There's all kinds of good food in the Springs.
Hey, Yogi,
yeah, it's true.
Yogi the bear would eat the hell out of it.
Yogi like picnic baskets.
Yeah, that's true. That's what they should have put in there, was a picnic basket.
Boo-boo. Yeah, they need to leave that damn bear alone.
Yeah.
Let that bear be.
Why'd you bring the bear up?
I just remembered the story. Scotty was telling me on the way here. I don't get out much. I didn't even see the story.
I can't believe you didn't see the story.
I don't watch news. When I get home, I watch
really bad.
Being a God in Central Florida.
Are you still watching that?
Oh, yeah. I just love Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the only reason I watch it. It's pretty much all about her.
Yeah.
But I like that show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't watch the news. The news is depressing. They're going to kill a bear. It's depressing. I don't like the news.
The news is just, it's like this person died. This person was murdered.
Right.
Yeah.
I got to watch the news because I have to be able to talk about things on the air. But, my wife doesn't have to. And she sits there and she's like, when can we?
Right.
It gets sad.
It's sad. All the political stuff is just, it's hateful and crappy, and I hate that. And, I don't like paying attention to it, but I got to.
I don't. I don't have to, and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care about the politics. I got to tell you, everybody that runs this country does a good job. I don't give a damn. You think about it, they might make some mistakes here and there, but who wouldn't? I mean, you're in charge of a whole country.
Yeah.
You're going to make a mistake. It's not like you're perfect. So I don't watch the political stuff. I guess I care who's in office or whatever, but most of them are against things that I'm not, so I just don't care.
You don't give a damn.
Don't give a damn.
Your hair is looking on fleek, though, to be honest.
Thank you, brother. That's what I do. I got good hair.
What kind of gel you got in that bad boy?
Because look, it's not flipping around.
No, it's not moving around.
It's getting harder and harder to find my gel.
Yeah.
My gel's like it's a I forget what it's called actually, but my wife gets it for me, so you don't have to worry.
How much stuff does she actually like? She keeps you straight, right?
Most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much stuff does she do?
Is she going to meet tonight playing?
Yeah, she's coming to trivia.
Trivia, good. And by the way, we're live at Love My Phone, which is out. It's in Kissimmee. It's at Old Town. If you've never been to Old Town, this place is awesome. I saw some shirts in there I'm going to buy. They got Batman shirts, and they got some badass Tommy Bahama shirts.
Just sitting right here in this little bitty area across from Love My Phones, there's as seen on TV, you can get team jerseys, homemade ice cream.
Yeah.
Bars on either side of us.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is like I've died and gone to heaven.
And Love My Phone, if you go, they've got the Russ and Bo 2.0 cases for your phone. I like this.
Yeah,
our first
very,
merchandise.
very cool.
What's that?
Our first merch.
Our
It's
first
merch.
merch. Oh, yeah. So
exactly.
how are things going with this?
With the Empire,
A
Scotty.
meeting for the Russ and Bo 2.0 Empire. How's the Empire going?
Empire's looking good so far.
What do we got?
Been out here. This is our third time out here.
Third time out here. This is good.
To have a podcast that was monetized by the third episode, we're doing really, really well. Our downloads are good.
Downloads are awesome.
Everything's looking
The
good.
downloads are going really
We're
well.
happy here at Love My Phones.
Yeah.
We're going to meet with Go-Karting Place on our way home from here.
Andretti's, right?
Yes.
We can say it now.
Yeah, we're going to close that deal today.
We're going to meet Andretti's today.
Okay, good.
And then we got some guy that wants us to do his podcast for him or with him or something.
Over in Lakeland, a guy wants us to come over there and sit in on his podcast and kind of learn from what we're doing. So
Okay.
he's willing to
Is
pay
he,
for
is he got
lessons.
scratch? He got scratch. I'll sit on his lap. Don't give it. That's right, man. If he got scratch, I'll sit on his lap and I'll take I'll take my top off. If he wants me to.
Hey, and it amazes me. And
Cut his hair for free.
Exactly.
We're not going to YouTube that one, right?
Bring your scissors.
I'll cut his hair for free.
I will tell you, it amazes me
Uh-huh.
that people do download, listen to, check us out. And I appreciate it.
There's so many things that people can listen to now. Obviously, I do the Monsters in the Morning on Real Radio 104.1. So we want people listening to that. But there are so many things that people can listen to. So many podcasts. So many. We do this podcast. I got the Nerdy News podcast. Ryan Holmes has Poking the Bear with him. I mean, everybody's got all these different podcasts. There's so many choices for people. The fact that people actually listen to ours more than a bunch of others is
crazy.
Crazy.
And we love y'all for it. Don't get me wrong. We love each and every goddamn one of y'all that check us out on the podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and I'll tell you what.
I think Bo appreciates it more than most.
I do.
Well, because you've had you've had it.
I've had it.
Lost it.
Yeah.
And now you're doing it again.
And there's that part of it. But like this, we were talking last week about home renovations, and we were talking about air conditioners, and I told you about my air conditioner guy, Skip.
Oh yeah.
I would have never in a million years thought he would have heard that.
Yeah.
Or anybody that knew him would have heard it. He texted me yesterday and said, I love you, man. That was awesome. Thank you very much. I was like, wow.
That also can work in reverse, though. When we say something either off color or say something negative about someone thinking they're not listening.
Yeah.
And then, they heard that.
I try not to say things off color about many people.
Yeah, I know you don't mean to, but sometimes you don't know the difference.
That's true. Yeah, saying some stuff does piss people off that I never thought would.
Right.
You're right. Okay, well, that brings me to two questions.
Okay, question number one.
Question was, as we're getting older, I know the millennials, a couple of years ago, one of the kids that worked for me taught me that chilling and watching Netflix means you're coming over to Bo.
No, Netflix and chill, buddy.
Right, Netflix and
Boy,
chill.
did that not sound like Grandpa just somehow stumbled across something? Yeah,
well, Netflix and chill means you're coming over to Bo.
It's code for we're going
to give you some boning.
We're banging down, yeah.
So as we get older, if a girl asks you for drinks, does that mean the same thing?
No. What do you? Can I have a Diet Coke? No, that doesn't mean can we
No, if she asks if you want to go out for drinks.
No, that doesn't mean you want to bone. No.
She just wants to go out for drinks?
Yes.
Oh.
What do you mean she wants a free drink?
That
just means she just wants free drinks.
There's everything code nowadays.
If you want to come in for a drink is a different thing.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want to come into the well, that still means that's always meant that.
Right.
Yeah, if you just want to go out, that doesn't mean you're boning.
No.
Okay.
It might mean you're paying still, but it doesn't mean
but
you're boning.
but Netflix and chill means you come over we're going to bang.
Okay. Like I said, I didn't know. That was one question.
All right, question number one.
I heard you did the podcast with Carlos.
Yes.
To the top.
Yes.
And he asked you your top 5 monsters.
Yes.
Did I make the list?
No.
No, you did not.
Suck.
No.
How did I not make the list?
Here's what the question was. It was
I'm the freaking original.
Yeah, but in the prime
there would
of
have
the
been
show,
no monsters unless there was Russ and Bo.
Didn't say that. Didn't say what. But in the prime,
and I didn't make the top list.
No.
That's right. Ryan didn't make the list either.
Neither Ryan. No.
No.
In the here's the thing. You were part of the show when we were doing what we're doing right now, having fun.
Right.
When it became business, you were out.
Right.
You didn't want to.
I told you that.
Plan anything.
I told you that. I said, yeah.
So for what I was talking about, that's not successful. That's just me and you having fun. But you didn't write a bit. You didn't really help with the show.
Right.
I mean, so I picked people that were helping with the show and really into performing and making it a business. What you and I do is fun.
Right.
Party. Different thing.
Once again, you can't have a building without a foundation.
But that wasn't the question.
I'm the foundation.
That wasn't the question.
I'm the footer.
Well,
and you left the footer out.
Now, to be honest, you might have been part of the footer, but I know who was footing out the money.
Oh, yeah.
And I know who the footer was.
Oh, yeah. I should say we.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think I've been anywhere without Russ.
I will promise you wouldn't have started that with Dirty Jim.
No, I didn't want him to come on the show
exactly.
then.
So
that wasn't the question
how
either.
I didn't make the top 5 is beyond me.
Because when it got to a business, you were out. You didn't want to be a part of a business. You didn't want to be a part of entertaining and be a part of a radio show. You just want to have fun with your buddy.
I said when it stopped being fun, I was done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why.
And y'all tried to make it no fun, so I was done.
When it became a business, you were out.
But I was still there for the first 6 years.
Okay.
And that wouldn't have been a business if I wasn't there.
If the question was, who was your favorite monsters, I would have said Bo, 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 Bo.
Oh, you're just saying that because I'm sitting here now.
Yep.
Yeah. Backpedaling your ass off.
But I'm telling you straight
Yeah,
up.
because we all know EB was your favorite.
Because when it came to it being, a radio show, that's when your thing. You didn't have a bit. You did. You didn't want to plan anything. You didn't want to be there.
I didn't have to.
You didn't want to,
I was me.
You didn't want to wake up until
being me was good enough.
And that's how you feel.
Right.
Okay.
And
but that's not how I feel.
Yeah.
If you want to be a great radio person, then you have to actually try and actually do something, and you didn't.
I was the best number 2 in the country for a long time.
You did just like you said. I just showed up.
Exactly.
I'm just me.
I showed up being me, and that was good enough to launch what you built.
That wasn't the question. The question was if you had to take, in their prime, the best people to put on the best show, and I picked the people that really, really tried to perform.
Okay. Who'd you pick?
I waffled on the last one. I picked, of course, Savannah. She's one of the hardest workers ever.
Right.
Savannah. Carlos is another one.
Yep.
As far as producers, I had to look at all the producers, and honestly, I had to go with Angel. Not only because, but one of the reasons with Angel was because Angel brings all this different flavor to the show with all the different music and stuff, and he kind of grounds it and makes it cooler than it really is, okay?
Right.
And then I went to, where did I go next? I think I went Bubba.
I don't know. I stopped paying attention when it wasn't me or Bo.
Well, Bubba made the list and I didn't.
I think.
Bubba made the list.
Holy crap.
Bubba.
Bro, listen, I'm a little hurt right now. We can just end this. I got to go drink with Scotty.
In his heyday, Bubba wrote 3 skits a day and wrote songs. He did a lot of. This was when it was a business, and he was trying. He was doing stuff. So I picked, and then it was between Dirty Jim.
But hold on.
And
while
Drunky.
Bubba was off the show, out in the studio, doing whatever, writing his bits. Writing his bits in the studio with Savannah or whatever. You had to talk to me.
About what?
I was filler. You had to talk to me while they were out in the other room writing a bit. Okay, y'all go write that bit. Me and Bo handle this right now. Me and Bo take care of this because, me and Bo's just going to be Bo, and that's what I do with Bo, so that's good. You wrote a bit about me every day.
God, I don't even remember that, to be honest.
Yeah, you wrote you knew how I was going to react, and that's what you would start with. That's how you started a foundation. You can't have a business without a foundation, and you left me out. And I'm cut deep, man.
Okay, well,
I'm bleeding on the inside.
I'm sorry, but you know what?
Yeah.
Ask the question, and I had
Bubba over Bo.
Did I say Bubba or did I say? I think at the last minute.
I think we should just change the topic.
I had to go. You brought it up. So brought it up. You brought it up, bitch, and I'm telling you straight up.
I'm telling you straight up. You left out the best.
Am I backing up?
You left out the best.
I'm telling you straight up.
You left out the best because if you didn't have me, you wouldn't have had any of that other stuff.
That's not the point. That wasn't the question. The question was
that would make him one of the best monsters because he made the thing.
Exactly. I was there for you to work with while they went off and did what they did.
But you just
because creative people, they're all wackos anyway.
You said it yourself. I wasn't creative. I was just me.
Right.
Well, that's not.
Me was good enough.
Well, it was good enough to start, but it wasn't the heyday.
Well,
the heyday was when it got much bigger. And people were actually trying to do radio. You were not trying to do radio.
I tried to show up every day.
And you didn't always do that.
I did.
I
never missed a show.
You're making me tell you this. I wasn't going to say any of this stuff.
I never missed a show.
Oh, you fell asleep on the
right before.
I do hear about that a lot.
Yeah, I slept before the show because why? Because I was running your damn party business while you went and did radio.
Oh, now we're breaking that.
I was running the party store. I had to close it so you could go to the show. You'd leave every day early, leave me to sweep up.
Well, I appreciate.
And then I would show up, take a little nap because I've been humping tits all damn day while you were at home in the AC working on your wang.
Well, I'm glad.
To be fair, Russ does not care about anything else you do. All this extra work you do on the side.
I know.
All the fun stuff that requires the thing to happen.
Right.
I don't care about that. Yeah.
Exactly. So you know what? I was due a little nap after working 12 straight hours in the sun. Well, you went and planned and
so your nap had nothing to do with you partying until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
How do you think I got up every day? I had to party to keep my head on straight, and more importantly, to be me for the Russ and Bo show.
Okay, well you did it. That's fun. That's good. And I'm glad you started that fire so we can get straight into radio. That was good.
Oh no! I was gone by then.
Oh, you were?
I was gone by the Jewish lightning.
No, you weren't.
Yeah,
were
I
you?
was, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got a phone call at home saying, "Hey, the party world's on fire." I said, "Okay."
Good.
Yeah. I said, "Well, I hope Russ had insurance."
I did not.
I know.
Which was the stupidest part of it all.
Actually, it kept you out of prison. The fact that you didn't have insurance kept you out of prison, I'm sure, because they'd have blamed that crap on you.
No,
somehow.
you know what it was? It was.
I know it was electrical.
Electrical stuff.
And
yeah.
I know that store. It was electrical.
Well,
There's no
remember?
doubt.
Okay, look, he's not here now, so he can't be mad at me for saying this. But one of the reasons why is because Dad. Remember, he got his some cousin of his to come in and do the electrical work.
Yeah.
And he paid him under the table.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that guy did a shoddy job.
The only thing that shocks me is it didn't happen 10 years earlier.
I know.
Yeah.
And while we were all standing there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So, all right. Well, I had to get that off my chest. Because when Scotty avoided my question, I knew I didn't make the top
Yeah, he
5.
asked me this question in the car on the way here, and I said, "Oh, I haven't listened to it."
Yeah, I knew when Scotty avoided the question, I didn't make the top 5, so I wanted to bring that up.
No, but you didn't hear the question. The question
No, I
was,
didn't.
in their prime, who were the best monsters in their prime when they were doing their thing? And you know, if you had to have a show today with the best people in their prime, so that's why. And
Right.
and you got to look, as much as he's a pain in the ass, you got to go with Bubba as far as one of the 5. He did so much for the show. He got so much attention.
No,
He was
I
up there.
know the music, the songs he wrote.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a main line for the show,
For sure.
for the merchandise,
Yeah.
for the gigs. I mean, you know, when we went to Elvis Trek.
Yeah.
Elvis Trek's one of my fondest memories of the Monsters.
It was we did Elvis Trek '97.
I don't even remember. Might have been 98.
Elvis,
No, it was 98.
Elvis
98.
Trek '98, whatever. And we all got into
Yeah.
a motorhome, and we
Yeah.
all went to
A 26-foot Winnebago.
We all went to Graceland together.
Me, my first wife, Russ,
I was with Savannah at the time.
Savannah, Bubba, his first wife.
wife,
Yeah, first wife.
And then we had a guy named Bongo.
Bongo Burner.
Who drove the
who drove the motorhome.
Yeah.
And we picked up Jeff Howe in Louisiana.
That's right.
And all of us traveled 5 states in a motorhome for a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
that was
that
my
reminds me. I
fondest
think
memory.
the 5th guy I picked was Bongo.
I was trying to think. I was thinking who
Don't
was.
leave out the Cajun that Bubba hired.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Boudreaux was after that.
Exactly, Boudreaux.
Yeah. If I had to do top 6, I'd have to throw Boudreaux in there.
Wait,
Exactly.
your top 5 was Savannah,
Savannah,
Bubba, Carlos,
Carlos, Angel.
Angel.
And then I waffled back and forth with Drunky and with
Daniel?
Dirty Jim. And I had to.
I think you ended on.
I said Dirty Jim,
right?
Yeah, I said Dirty Jim. Because in his prime,
So just so you know, Bo, Jim made it over you.
Yeah.
Jimmy was there,
Yep.
working hard,
Exactly.
trying to do radio.
Hey, yeah.
Bo's attitude is, I'm just me.
Yep.
Here I am.
And
I might be awake, I might not.
And it worked.
But
It worked so those other guys could.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we already changed the subject.
Yeah.
Change
No, this is the best podcast we've ever done.
Change the question to who started the best show with you, Russ?
Well,
and I would say Bo.
yeah, you have
who's
to
your
say
best
Bo.
Who's your best friend?
Yeah.
Bo.
Yeah.
Who do you love the most, Russ? It'll be
Oh,
Bo.
evidently it started Jim.
There's a lot of questions you
Yeah.
could ask that I will give you the right answer, but
Right.
the answer to that question was those people.
I
Was
think
he
I need
even
to
your
read-
favorite person at Party World?
Huh?
No, I wasn't even his favorite person at Party World.
No, Wayne Willard was a
Yeah,
great guy.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And then Wayne Willard was awesome. And Michelle.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I was number 3 at Party World.
Wow, Bo.
Yeah. I couldn't even make the top 5 there.
Way to take us to the top, Carlos.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's my favorite brother. How's that
yeah,
sound?
exactly.
Yeah, we got to work on your work ethic. Apparently,
guess.
mean, if your friendship level's at a 10, man.
Yeah, my work ethic. I closed the damn store, opened the store every day for him.
I don't even-
6 days a week.
I don't even remember
and
that.
then would walk my ass from the store
Yeah.
to the radio station.
Should have wrote a bit about it though.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I had. No, what you don't understand is it was a bit. The whole thing was a bit, which is what allowed those other guys to do what they do.
No,
that's-
it wasn't a bit. We just used the things you did to talk about.
Right, because I was me. Because if I wasn't me, you wouldn't have been able to talk about those things.
There
So-
might be a point there.
It's just
Exactly.
natural content. Yeah, you know.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, well then.
So
You don't need to bring a topic when you are the topic.
exactly, you ain't gotta be working. You You don't have to.
So that goes back to I'm just trying to be good at what I do.
And that's all I've ever done. But evidently it's not.
And nothing more.
And it's
that's
not,
all I've ever done, and I don't do any
and
more
it's
than that.
not evidently top 5 material.
not if the question is, in their prime, best Monster members ever.
Yeah.
Okay, what about monsters not in their prime? What's your top 5?
What do you mean?
Like just in everybody's at the bottom.
I don't want to be a part of that
Everybody's at
list.
the bottom of where they're at. The
Yeah.
worst they've ever done. Who's
I
at
don't even
the
understand
bottom?
that. I don't understand that question. Who are the worst
Who
monsters?
are the worst monsters?
No, I'm not. Cause you know
Let's
what?
not go there.
I could make that list, evidently.
Everybody that has ever been on the show has had a lot of talent. I don't care if it's people I don't care for anymore, whoever, even those people, super, super talented. The show has always had really, really talented people. So,
But you list everything. You categorize everything.
I do.
You have a bottom name?
I mean,
You don't have to
yes,
say it.
Yes, like we had a guy, Fluffy, who really didn't.
Whoa, I love Fluffy.
I liked him as a person, but that's not the question. As far as helping with the show and doing stuff with the show, Fluffy was not that. He was not that important to the show. So he would be the probably bottom.
He was a producer of the show?
Yeah, exactly. We look at things differently. Without Fluffy, we'd have never been on the air.
That's not the. You're looking at just because a person was there. That's not the question. The question is the ability that they brought to the program.
Right.
Yeah, sure. You could say without Jay Clark, we wouldn't have.
I think I had so much.
You're going back to you again.
It's easy to overlook.
Is it you again?
I think that I brought so much. It was just standard for you, so it's easy to overlook.
We're over that question. We're back to the worst people.
I'm not.
Do you want to make the worst people list? Is that what you want to do?
I already did. I did. If I wasn't top 5, I must have been the
Now,
worst.
wait, maybe this will get us out of this, Russ. Bo was never technically a monster. It was still the Russ and Bo show then.
No,
Yeah, we changed to the monsters right before I left.
a couple months before.
I tried to bail out.
A couple months before Bo got fired, I kind of knew it was coming, so let's change the name so it
Exactly.
won't be so weird when it's not Russ and Bo anymore.
Oh, man.
Right. Let's get Bo's name off of this because he'll never make the top 5.
Because he ain't gonna last around here.
Right.
No, you were partying hard at the end.
And listen,
and not helping the show, it was hurting the show.
It never hurt.
No,
Now you got the Dirty Jim attitude. What he does is going to get us all fired. No, it didn't.
just got you fired.
It got me fired. I was.
Hey, you want to hear a funny story? About 2 days before Bo got fired,
Oh, yeah.
Carlos
In
was
the stairwell.
Carlos was an intern, right? And Carlos is in the stairwell, and Bo pulls on the side and he goes, "Come here, buddy. Let me tell you something."
Yeah.
What'd
This
you
is
say?
embarrassing.
What'd you say?
I looked at him and I had heard some rumors about him and another guy and a couple people, and I said, "Listen, man," I said, "there's stuff being said about you. I don't want you to get in trouble because they, in your position, they'll let you go. Me, they're probably not going to let go, but they'll let you go. And I don't want that to happen to you."
2 days later, he gets fired.
Exactly.
And here we are. It's 2019, and Carlos is still there.
Yeah. Carlos came back.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
So,
well, what was going on at the end? What was the downfall of Bo on the show?
drugs and hookers,
Oh.
pretty much.
And it was the hookers bringing the drugs.
Exactly. Yeah, it was girls and drugs and drinking and I didn't handle fame very well. That's the bottom line.
So it became distracting on the show? Or?
No, it was always distracted Jimmy.
Well, what was
Always
distracted is through the entire time, Jimmy didn't like Bo, and he was always trying to get me to get rid of him, and this guy's. So that was distracting.
So Jimmy made it a point to pin everything that he heard that I did, and then it.
But that wasn't Jim. When you got fired, it wasn't Jimmy's fault.
No. I never blamed anybody for
that
me
wasn't
getting
Jimmy's
fired.
fault. Yeah.
I never blamed anybody for me getting fired. But like they told me with cancer, it didn't help.
Well, there you go. There's episode 8 of Russell Bo 2.0.
That's a good one.
And I'm going to tell you, I was given the opportunity to resign. That was how it was put in my file.
Okay, so I get a call from Campmeyer, and he's like, "Listen, you either with your boy here, And I said, "Listen, do me a favor. If he'll go to rehab for a month, will you let him keep his job?" Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you call him. You're his buddy. You call him and you give him the option of either going to rehab or we're firing him, or he can resign. And I called Bo, and I could hear your nasty ass wife, your old nasty ass wife, in the background telling you, don't you make them make you go to rehab? And I'm like, Bo, do not listen to her. You just go for a month. You'll be a hero when you get out. You'll still keep your job. And you're like, well, and you, because you were married, so you were trying to do the right thing. And she was yelling that it would make you look like a loser if you went to rehab.
Yep.
And so you said, then I'll just resign. I'm like, Bo, don't do that. Don't listen to her. Guess what happens, Ryan? 2 months later, after he resigns from his job, because she didn't think they would.
She resigned from our marriage.
She left him.
Oh.
And I always knew she was just with him for the fame. 2 months after, she left him.
Yep.
God damn it. I was right.
So like I said.
See, you should have listened to me.
Yeah, but you were wrong about not putting me in the top 5.
Okay.
But
you know, in my life, you're in the top 2.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Oh, he didn't even put you in number 1.
3.
He put you at 2.
No.
If I'm over Mur and Mom, I got problems.
The first is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Let's go. Just end this shit now.
Lightning's moving in here.
Me and Scotty got to go drink. Take us out, Rollins.
This has been my favorite Russ and Bo ever. Russ and Bo 2.0. If you want to get the case, all you got to do is go to Love My Phone.
Come to Love My Phones. They'll do it up for free for you.
Yeah.
And they got special cases, and they do everything. They're in there fixing my iPad right now. These people are awesome. Come see JYD and his Spanish gang. And they habla español.
And go see my number 6 man, Bo Rhodes. He's going to be at Nissan.
Hey, at least I'm number 4 at Bill Ray Nissan. You can come see me there.
You're only number 4 there?
Well, there's 2 owners and one guy in front of me. Yeah.
Russ and Bo 2.0. You can go see Bo. It's at Bill Ray Nissan. If you need to get hold of us, to have us come out and do a podcast from your place, get hold of Scotty York. He handles our empire. And just go to russandbo.com. That's russandbo.com. My comic book is Jolly Jane. You can get it at bigcitycomics.com. And what do you got?
Check out my podcast, Poking the Bear, and that's about it for me.
All right, we ain't got to go home.
But we got to get the hell up out